This episode is brought to you by...
Good morning, everybody. I am Russ. This is Steph. That is Chris.
I'm back. I'm not fully 100%.
back.
He ain't all swole up.
I was this morning.
Were you?
Oh my gosh. I mean yesterday morning.
I had a Russell night last night. I could not go to sleep. My brain, it was playing scenario after scenario after scenario. 3:09 I looked, and then when I woke up at 7:30 to take Colin to school, I was wide awake.
That's how I was.
Wide awake.
Went to sleep at 5, woke up at 9, kind of like...
And I got back and nobody was up, and I went, shit, I let that down.
Hey, you were out when I left.
You know, they have all the rock on the building.
Yep.
Yes.
Ooh, and the phone's inside.
Exciting.
We're getting excited. I got a question. You're at the hospital with your wife, and man, you are excited. You are fixing to have a child.
It's like the most exciting time in your life.
And it is the greatest feeling as a man. And I'm sure the woman too.
Well, winning the lottery was a great feeling, but I didn't win. And your child comes out a different color. What at that point? What happens? What do you do?
Oh.
Well, Jim Carrey in the movie just...
He died. He went
Me,
ahead.
Myself, and Irene, wasn't it?
Yep.
He just
Oh,
went
yeah.
in and
Raised
adopted them and raised them.
Yeah.
Well, Steve Nash and his wife are divorced because the way the paper says it, or the Yahoo said it was, he was in there with delivery and the baby came out black. Lo and behold, to find out it was Jason Richardson, is what they were saying, a teammate. And Jason Richardson no longer plays for
Phoenix
Suns. Steve Nash went in and went, he's gone.
That is the ultimate.
Really?
That is the ultimate.
I read it on the Yahoo.
So they fired him?
Yep. How do you, I don't even.
As the woman.
Yeah.
How do you go all the way through and hope?
And fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Because
He's
your
gonna
leg
come
wasn't.
out. Oh.
I told Russell, I said, did she think Jason Richardson was fixed?
Yeah,
Or
like maybe
all these other things he might have win.
timing wise, she didn't think it would match up, or I don't know.
Well, Chris made a good point. You don't got to pay child support, and I'm sure there's got to be something in that annulment about you ain't getting jack nothing.
Well,
mine.
The first thing I said was he probably could have cut her throat with a scalpel while sitting there and walked out a free man. Temporary insanity.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You crazy.
That's true.
First
That's
thought.
Lee,
Second
that
thought is,
so bold.
I mean, how did...
My
Men have a problem with not being man. Without being... What was it? Tim the Tool Man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, people like to be the man. Here, let me carry that. I can carry that. Girl, give me that. Let me open that door. That's a smack.
That was...
Face.
It's not we're going to sit down in private and we're going to discuss that, you know, I've been having an affair. We're surrounded by a nurse and doctor and bam!
Probably family.
Family.
Oh, ain't no doubt.
Yo baby is not your baby.
I can't.
Your baby turned into yo baby.
Yeah, I can't even fathom that, man. It's like, holy moly.
I wish somebody had a camera and was videotaping her facial expression when she saw that the baby was black.
Now remember, she's very dark skinned, you know, so she's like
She's
Brazilian or some kind of something.
She's ugly.
Yeah,
she
she's
ain't
not
pretty
pretty.
to me.
She's ugly too. What would you do? What would you do? That's it. I mean, what would you do?
The same thing he did. They said he just turned around,
Yeah.
walked out, and went and filed for divorce.
Went and filed for divorce.
Yeah, that's about
He's not even. He was like, I'm done.
But listen, you are
I'm a
the staple of the Phoenix Suns.
Yep.
You are a staple of the NBA. You're not just a...
We have a fly here that's going everywhere.
You're not just a normal guy. You are a star.
No, ain't no doubt.
So when you walk by, you walk down that tunnel now, and people going...
Oh. That hurts.
I'm telling you, you just ignore it and keep going. You just ignore it and keep going.
It's hard though.
It don't matter how hard it is. It's harder to know. It's harder. It's more humiliating to see yourself get upset at somebody's comment than to go, they ain't got nothing better to do. Because that's the same thing. You look at them and go, you really have nothing better to do than say something to me.
Well,
so,
that's the whole media as...
You just got to, that's going to be tough, but...
It's like us. We're using that as a topic today.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for him.
I do too, and it's
but I'm laughing on this show.
It's so crazy because usually it's the NBA player that's the one that's not
faithful. Outdoing, yeah.
And this is, and for her,
in the second one,
and for her to do that with a teammate, shame on her, shame on the teammate. I mean,
LeBron's teammates sleep with his mama, not just his wife.
Oh.
I mean, so it's all over in the NBA.
I'm gonna tell you, man, that just shows the character of people.
Yeah, that's very
It is the
very
character
true.
of people. When you do that, it is the character of people of, I'm not man enough to go do something on my own. Let me just jump in where it's already, it just builds, it's just character. It just shows character. Steve Nash, good luck.
Or lack of character, which we've all chosen the lack of character road.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We've all chose it, but did you take something from it?
Right. And what
did you go, you know what, this time I crossed the line.
And it's what you do from that point on.
Right.
You know, how you
I
handle
totally agree.
that situation and situations in your life from that point on.
What
did you learn from it?
Do? That's a tough one.
Gosh, man, I just couldn't imagine how he's feeling. That sucks.
You would handle it totally different from me.
You would have taken that scalpel.
Yeah, probably.
I would have taken.
And then I'd have just went in the corner like what's his name when he found out he was sleeping with that transsexual.
Crying game,
and just got in the corner for a little bit and went, why did I deserve this? You know, I'd be why? What did I do to deserve this? Well, it wasn't me.
Right.
Anyway, tomorrow we're going to ask you the question of, have you ever been obsessed with anyone? Have you ever been a fan of someone or obsessed with an ex or obsessed with, you know, we talked about obsessions last week.
Yeah.
But about somebody.
Kind of like, what's that word?
Fatal attraction.
No, it's not obsessed.
It almost seems like fatal attraction.
Like infatuated.
Attraction.
Yeah. It
could be fatal.
But we also have some really exciting news going on tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
Don't tell anybody.
You can go and tell them. Go and tell them what the exciting news is.
So, since we have extended the winner to the Red Sea Cruise, we are going to announce the winner tomorrow on a live show that we're going to do at 9 p.m. at night. So everybody stay tuned to see if you are the winner.
So, which will be Tuesday.
And it's a cruise for 2.
It is tonight for you guys watching this show.
No,
it's Wednesday night. Right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Wednesday. Okay, sorry. We're all messed up here. It'll be Wednesday night. Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. Wednesday night at 9 o'clock.
So we will be posting the link on Twitter and Facebook. Just click it. Come in our Ustream. We're going to talk for a little bit. We'll roll the deal. We'll draw a number. And bam! Maybe you're going to Cozumel and Progresso.
What would you do if your baby came out? Well, you know you cheated, so it's now what would your spouse do? And if it was the guy, what would you do? Until tomorrow, I am Russ. This is Steph. That is Chris. And we are out of here.